Hello home stylers, welcome back you guys. As always, I am so happy that you guys are here with me today. If this is your first time here, a warm welcome to you as well. So today we're jumping right into the video. So this essentially is part one of phase one. I hope that makes sense. I mentioned in my last video that our backyard is fairly large, and so we'll be doing it in phases. I wanted to do just one video for phase one, but it's just gonna be too long of a video, so I decided to do part 1 and 2 of phase 1 of our backyard transformation. So hopefully that makes sense. So today though, what we're gonna be doing is building a fence, extending the slab on my back patio, and also, like you guys are seeing here, I'm getting a shed because I need more space for my existing home decor as well as space to grow. So this will allow me to not fill up all my closets in the house with home decor items because currently I'm filling up my closets with home decor, and I need my closets for things that they were meant to house, okay? So this will allow me the room to grow. This is a 16 by 20 shed. As you guys know, I love my neutrals. So this is a neutral palette. This is in a color cream and gray, but it looks more beige to me. And I'll show you later what the inside of this looks like. But right now, my husband is out here with the delivery guy, just making sure that he's placing it in the spot that we chose to put it in, as well as making sure that he's placing the cells correctly and that it will be leveled, because we don't have a perfectly leveled yard. But there are definitely ways to get around that, like putting it on the cells, and those are the little gray concrete blocks that you see him carrying back and forth. Anyways, home stylers, so once he's finished with setting up the shed, we're gonna then turn our attention to building the fence.
Jump into the car on a Friday night, I wanna drive with you. Looking for a bar in the nearest town, I've never seen a sky so blue. We don't ever play it and the night is young, it doesn't matter what we do. There ain't nobody like, you look so beautiful, and I'm so lucky to be yours. And you're taking me high, ain't nobody like you, I'm not coming down. Ain't nobody like you, I could go 1,000 miles as long as I'm with you. Yeah, you're taking me high, ain't nobody like you. Talking about yourself and you make me smile, I can listen all night long. I tell you about the time when I first met you, listening to our favorite song. Walking on the street when you caught my eye, something about the way you move. No, there ain't nobody like, so lucky to be yours. And you're taking me high, ain't nobody like you, I'm not coming down. Ain't nobody like you, I could go 1,000 miles as long as I'm with you.
Okay, home stylers, so I'm getting even more excited because the fence guys are here to do their thing, and right now they're just unloading all the materials that they'll be using. Here I'm showing you an overview of what the backyard looks like. Again, this is a fairly large backyard. In fact, we're not even gonna fence the entirety of this yard. We found it more feasible right now to fence the parts that we will definitely be using with space to grow. But if we change our mind, we can always take the back portion of our fence off, extend it down, and then just place that back on. So we are very strategic in what we're doing. Here I'm showing you the parts that we have outlined. That's where the fence is gonna go. Now, let me just address the elephant in the room, which is the no grass. So this home came with grass in the front, but no grass on the sides or in the back. We definitely plan to put some sod down. However, again, because we're so strategic, we want to make sure that we're going to be putting grass only in places that needs grass, because we know we're going to be building in the backyard. We don't want to spend money to put grass down only to dig it up back later. So that's why it hasn't been put in yet. But don't worry, that's also a good reason for you guys to like, subscribe, and turn your notification bells on if you haven't done so already. Because once I start on those projects, you know I'll be sharing my process as well as the end result. And I know you guys don't want to miss that. So go ahead and become a part of the Homestylers family by just hitting that subscribe button. So now that they're finished transporting all the materials they'll be using to the back home stylers, here I'm showing you how they're drilling the holes that the post will be in. Now, I don't know why I thought that they would be out here digging by hands, but I was so surprised to see this machine drill just one and done, okay? Maybe I'm just old school like that. I don't know. I haven't seen any fence built in a while. So I just thought that they were going to be back here digging the whole day. Anyways, it was really cool to see. And because of that, it didn't really take them much time. The only reason they had to come back the next day was because they had to wait for the cement to set. But as the holes were being digged, you had guys that were bringing the posts, put them in place, and then you had some other guys that were working on, you know, mixing and pouring the cement in the hole. So I was really impressed with the whole process. They were very professional, and overall it was a really pleasant experience. But for now, I'm gonna leave you guys to kind of see a little bit of the process, but I will definitely be checking back in. So I just showed you guys how the posts looked once they were done setting them up. That was day one. So I wanted to show you a close-up of what this steel looks like that they were using to put inside of those posts, just so that you know that these posts are lined with steel and not wood. I've seen some vinyl fence that has like a wooden beam inside of the post, but our particular fence are lined with steel. Now this is day two, and they're really getting into a groove here. Once again, I thought that each one of these were going to be like a sheet in between each post, but to my surprise, these were individual planks, which is awesome because if one of them were to become damaged, I would only be replacing one or two pieces. So again, I thought that was a plus.
Want the good, want the bad, all the feelings. Want you happy and sad in between them. If there's one thing I truly believe in, ordinary love, ordinary love. I wanna oversleep in your shirt 'cause it's ours. Brush my teeth while you're taking a shower. If there's one thing I know, there is power in ordinary love, ordinary love. Show I wanna fix, wanna heal where it's hurting. Gonna put out the fire where it's burning. I will be there with all of my being. Ordinary love, yeah. Don't you ever.
Now we're going to be moving on to the extension of our back patio. Now, this is the area that I will be decorating in part 2 of the backyard transformation. So again, you guys, please, if you're getting anything from this video, or if you're just watching and enjoying the video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you're new, and turn your notification bell on, okay? But this was several days later. So first they're going to be creating a frame, make sure it's leveled and straight, and then they're going to get the concrete poured and leveled. It started off a bit messy. I was very surprised to see when they first poured it out that it ran onto the existing concrete, but let me tell you, these guys got to it so quickly and scraped it off. And even the splashes that got onto my actual house, they had brushes there to clean it up. So let me tell you, I do appreciate when workers come prepared and is ready for any kind of mistake that may happen on the job, and are ready to correct it. But overall, again, working with these guys, the experience was not bad at all, and we are happy with the outcome. Now that we're almost to the end of the video, I do want you guys to stick around to see an overview of what everything that we've worked on today looks like. But before we get to the reveal, home stylers, I want to take a moment to highlight some of the comments from my last upload. These comments were a mixture of compliment, information, and shade, okay? But I appreciate you guys sharing your thoughts, so I am gonna highlight a few of them. The first one is from Donzel Cooper. He said, "Good morning, Satoya. I like those pots and they look beautiful with the texture. Thanks for sharing." So a big shout out to you, Donzel. Thank you for always showing me your love and sharing your thoughts. I love to see you in the comments. Another comment was from Kayla Knott. She said the square plant stand is a self-watering stand, which is awesome. The pieces that go inside allow for water storage at the base of the planter above the soil. A lot of these information I learned from my subscribers. It's not that I can find it out on my own, but when I'm making these purchases, I usually have one thing in mind, and because I don't use a lot of live plants, I'll be the first one to tell you that I'm not really versed on live plants or accessories. So I really appreciate that, Kayla. Thank you for sharing. Another comment from my girl at the Decor and Lifestyle Center said, "Satoya, I absolutely love all the items. The round vase are my favorite and the lamp is exquisite." Guys, go ahead and check her channel out because she have an awesome home decor channel, and she also does some vlogging. This comment is from Miss New York. She says, "Satoya, it's a blessing to be back. I love everything, and the olive tree I would have saved for inside. It's so beautiful, simply gorgeous. My second is the round planters." I think she's saying her second favorite is the round planters. She said, "Lovely. I would definitely keep for inside. Just my opinion. It's so beautiful. Inside planters, olive tree inside." So thank you for that, Miss New York. So I think what Miss New York is trying to say is that although she loves these items, she thinks that they are more suited for inside. I agree to some extent, but the planters are made to be used indoors and outdoors, and I really get the urges sometimes to rearrange my home decor pieces. So I like when an item can do double duty. So that was my thought process behind that. And if I'm being completely honest, I did purchase the olive tree to be used inside. But again, it's a plant, so I do think it can work outside. For now, I am going to be using it outside just until I get the backyard to where I want it, with real plants and a whole landscape going on, okay? But I really do appreciate the comment, Miss New York. Guys, please do keep Miss New York in your prayers. She's one of the home stylers that I do like to see in the comments, and for the longest she wasn't doing so well, so just keep her in your prayers. Thanks again, Miss New York. Okay, so here's another comment. This one is from Guided Meditations. She said, "Take a shot every time she says home stylers, y'all. And then she had some very cringy emojis. Okay, okay, guided meditations. Okay, your name is cut off, so I don't know the full name. But you didn't have to do me like that, okay? I know I be saying home stylers a lot, but you didn't have to shade me like that, you know? I started calling my subscribers home stylers because that's what I do. I style my home. I thought it would keep me from always saying you guys, you guys, you guys. But now it seemed like I'm saying home stylers too much. And now that I'm even more aware that you guys are kind of cringe, if I'm saying it too much, I will be a little bit more aware. So let me just say, sorry, girl, not sorry. That was very shady, but I love it. These comments I take as constructive criticism because it can only help me grow. Thank you so much for hanging out with me again, home stylers. I want you all to stay blessed, and until next time, later.
You are not enough, baby, you're enough, so don't you be afraid and take a leap of faith. It doesn't have to be holy, holy. I'm not asking for a God, just as long as you show me some ordinary love. So give